Alex Hormozi made $150 million in a single live stream in about 7 to 10 hours. Now, as you can see here, that's accurately true. He's upselling worth $150 million. And the craziest thing is, he broke the fastest selling nonfiction book world record, right? He beat the whole of Wall Street. Every book that you can think of from Wall Street, he broke their records. But what was his content strategy? How can you as a business owner replicate it for yourself and apply it to your own business? Right? Not saying that you need to have a big book launch, but if you want to scale your own business, right, get more leads to it, get more people watching, get more people with trust and familiar with your face, you know? How can you do that? What's the content strategy? Well, in this video, I want to be going over exactly how Alex Hormozi did it and exactly how you can take his tactics and apply it straight towards your business. We first need to understand that his everything, right, is the base of his personal brand. His book just went from a normal book from a few people, but through his content strategy from Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, ads, everything is based around his personal brand. And it went through this filter of his personal brand and boom, everybody knows what $100 million money models are. Everybody and every business owner in America is watching his live stream, right? That's because of his personal brand. His brand is the base of everything. And that's one thing you need to understand. Like, the amount of books he sold isn't because he dumped so much money into ads. Obviously it is, right? Like, he spent like $4 million, $5 million on the whole thing, probably even more. But if someone else spent $5 million on ads, they would have got a fraction of what he got, right? The reason why his ads converted so well, the reason why actually people showed up and actually watched till the end of the video, why people actually bought, it isn't because of ads. It's because of his personal brand, right? Like, his personal brand is the reason why some people bought multiple copies, why people actually watched till the end of the live stream, why people actually showed up, right? If he got all of his traffic from paid ads, not only would that have costed like probably $10 million, but half those people wouldn't have even showed up. Most of those people probably wouldn't even buy anything. And a lot of those people will probably just stop watching after 10 minutes. But with his personal brand, people stayed for hours and hours because they like him. People bought his like $18,000 mentorship without any sales calls or anything, right? People bought his $6,000 courses and his books and models. People bought his books. You can't do that on just cold traffic. You need to have a strong personal brand. And his personal brand is the reason why he just broke and destroyed all those records. So frame one, brand is the base, right? If you look at a cake, you look at a building, everything is started from the base. It doesn't matter how everything looks at the top, everything is started with the base. For Hormozi's case, he's built on Instagram, TikTok, and everything for years and years, right? Years of consistent free content, repeated simple frameworks that people can learn from, watch over and over again, and just consistently get nurtured. And he has so much proof, right? His deals closed, who he is, how much money he's made, his business acquisitions, everything. Everything he says turns into gold, right? Straight because of his personal brand here. Everything he says, people automatically just, yeah, easy. So, what's your strategy going to be? We just need to, obviously you don't have a Hormozi level brand yet, but your solution is you just want to start building authority touch points now. So very, very quick, right? Because trust compounds every week you publish. Like, you might not think it, but in 2 to 3 months of consistent posting content, of straight, like actual strategic content, I don't mean just posting every day and then burning out because like your content is terrible, because that's what most of my clients have done before coming to me. They've posted every day, they didn't know what to post, they weren't getting leads from their content, so they gave up, right? And then 2 months later, they saw me, and then we started working together, and we helped them, and obviously we scaled their page. So quickly, if you want my team to fully implement the system for you, where we fully take over your content strategy and lead gen system, and then connect them together to scale your personal brand for your business, then just click the first link down below and watch how we can do it for you. All you need to do is record for literally 2 hours a month, and we take care of the rest. Frame 2 is unique touch points and engineering, right? So if you look at Alex Hormozi's campaign, right, and why it was so successful, It's because he did something. He did unique stuff, right? He didn't just like dump a bunch of stuff into ads and say, you need to look at my book because you're going to learn this, right? And this is going to help you become a better business owner. Yeah. No, like his content was very unique, right? For example, these running videos, his green men, right? These are all things that people enjoy watching and then relate it back to his book. Let's just watch a couple of these videos. Like, look, he did this, and then he did this. Like, he got this from Mr. Beast, and it was like interesting. He's doing interesting content and relating it back. He didn't just do like talking head videos saying, here's my book, here's why you need it. All right, wait, let's look at, oh, never mind. Well, look, like these are the green men he posted on his Instagram, like funny videos of like green men and stuff. Like, this is the type of videos that actually work because it's interesting. Creative, fun promos tied to the book, color, brand. So he didn't just do talking head content or saying you need my book because of this. He didn't just do, you know, interesting scenarios that people have already done a million times before. He came up with his own unique touch point, right? And it's these green men that are related to his book. And he did these skits and everything. Like, you need to be doing the same thing. Like, obviously you don't need to be doing crazy stuff like this, like memes and stuff. But your strategy, you want to be unique by talking about yourself and then relating it back to your business. So I'm not saying do any silly memes or something to try and be funny, right? Because you're not promoting a book, you're growing your brand. So you want to be unique by talking about yourself. So you're not just another commodity, and then you want to relate it back to your business. So for example, I did a video where I showed how my client was in the hospital, but his cleaning business was still growing and why others should get into it. So yeah, so one of my clients right now that we're working with, we just started working with him. He's in the cleaning business, like he helps other people scale their cleaning business. And I was also working with some tax attorneys and some insurance guys. But this client story stood out to me the most, right? We did a personal reel where we talked about how my client was in hospital, you know, there's something wrong with him. And then his cleaning business was still growing with him literally being in the hospital, in the bed, barely able to move, right? And his business was still growing. So we connected a personal story of his to his business model, right? And that's a unique viewer experience, right? Instead of just saying, hey, you need to start a cleaning business in 2025 because it's like this. He instead said my personal story and the business model and why you should use it as well, right? You don't just want to be another commodity. That's something I learned also the hard way. Like, if you're just posting value, people will see you eventually as just another commodity, right? And that's when objections come up. That's when people say, I'm going to go talk to your competitor. But when you have your personal story, you separate yourself from the competition. You might have the same offer as a lot of people. But when you get someone to connect with you on a personal level, then like that's just where you separate yourself from a commodity. Someone gets attached to you instead of your service, right? They obviously want to come to you with your service, but they're going to come to you for your service because they like you as a person. Like I used to think this wasn't important at all, but I realized that it is actually very important because without that, you're just another commodity, right? No matter how good your offer is, someone else can replicate it, right? In your industry, but someone can't replicate you, your personal brand, right? Like personal. And that's something I need to start doing more often as well, because that is what gets people to like you over your competitors, more than just about offering better or having a lower price or like all that garbage. So frame 2 is unique touchpoints engineering. So Alex Hormozi did those green stuff and those skits. You talk about yourself and your personal story, unless you want to dress up as a red man or a blue man, right? And that wouldn't even get you leads anyways. Okay, frame 3 is the content ecosystem. Now, once you've got like, you know, your personal stuff nailed in, obviously you still want to give away lots of value in your content, otherwise no one's going to see you as an expert. You want to have a full-on content ecosystem. All right, so let's look at Hormozi's case. So he has Instagram and TikTok, and then from there he sends people to long form to get nurtured, and then people come back to his Instagram, and then just repeat the same process. People watch his Instagram and YouTube, Instagram and YouTube, Instagram and YouTube, and there's like, that's just how you, like, that is how you get people to watch, not only show up to your live stream in mass, but actually watch till the end, right? This content ecosystem. So your Instagram and your TikTok is where you get the broad reach, right? And it's not only broad reach, you do also get hyper specific reach and reach from your ideal client avatar. But on like a big scale, Instagram and TikTok is where you get the more reach. And then YouTube is where you really build that in-depth and that trust factor, right? Like the YouTube is what makes people stick to watching till the end of your live stream. And your Instagram and TikTok is what gets these people to even know who you are in the first place and even trust you in the first place, right? And then obviously he used a bunch of paid ads. Like, of course, we know he dumped like a couple $1 million into ads. I think so. I think I heard him say that he spent like 4 million on ads, maybe less, yeah, whatever. But he spent a lot of money on ads, like, obviously, and that has led to more qualified reach. And again, his personal brand, right? Like when he was running ads on Instagram and Facebook, I saw his Instagram ads. When people click off his ads and they come onto his profile, that's like instant authority. 4 million followers, boom, a bunch of content being so good and so valuable and so like authority solidifying. Like his ads are just going to convert better than any other people in his space because of his personal brand. And the same with you. You need to scale your personal brand so your ads can also perform better if you are running ads. And then of course he had email and site conversions. I'm pretty sure like before, like I watched a video of him and he was saying that even before he announced the live stream or when it was going to be, he sent out one email blast and like he fully booked out like booked out book sales, right? Like he got like a lot of book sales just from one email blast, which is just incredible. Now your case, right? You want to use Instagram and TikTok for new eyeballs, of course, and I'll link a video somewhere here where you can actually watch an in-depth content and Instagram strategy, because this Instagram strategy is what took me from 0 to 50,000 followers. It took one of my clients from 242 followers in the exact same position as you to now 85,000 followers. This Instagram strategy took another one of my clients from 13K to 130,000 followers. This Instagram strategy that I'll pop up somewhere here is exactly what you need to get new eyeballs, but most importantly, also qualified eyeballs. And by the way, if you want my team and I to completely set up this whole content system for you, where we do all of your research, your scripting, your full content strategy to not only get more leads, but convert those leads and get them onto your page in the first place. Because right now you're probably struggling with your content. You probably don't know what to post. You don't have time to post. And what you do post, you're not getting that many leads from it. Same scenario with every single one of my clients before they work with us. So if you want to learn exactly how we can help you, just click the first link down below and you can watch exactly what it would look like in your business. Apart from that, let me just get back into this. So you want to use your YouTube for long form and heavy trust. So I would recommend you just start posting on YouTube once a week. That's what I do. That's what a lot of people do. That's probably what your competitors do. Like YouTube is a very powerful asset you need to have. And then you want to use your DMs and emails for lead capture and sales, right? One thing we do for our clients is that we place in appointment setters for them in their Instagram. So like it's very simple. If a qualified lead likes your post, boom, we can reach out to them. If a qualified lead comments on your video, boom, we can reach out to them. If a qualified lead views your story, boom, we can reach out to them. And especially when you have the full content ecosystem and you're posting daily, like this is where we're going to keep on getting qualified views, qualified leads coming onto your page, getting nurtured, and then an appointment setter that we place into your brand just comes in and a message them, and then boom, right? Very simple. So every video they watch, right, is one step closer from buying from you. Think about this. Every single video that you post and they watch is 1% more likely that they will buy from you, right? And then just keep on adding up those percentages until they eventually start DMing you or you DM them, So every video they watch is one step closer from them buying from you. That is what you need to think of, right? And this full content ecosystem is what fully nurtures someone into buying from you and hits them in all touch points. That's exactly what Alex Hormozi has been doing, right? And he's been doing this for years, as to why his success is just incredible. So Alex Hormozi uses this, and the only difference between you and Alex Hormozi is obviously years, and obviously he has a bigger budget, but also his content strategy is just so nailed in. Everything works in each other. All of his stuff is connected into each other, and if you want to learn exactly, again, that Instagram strategy that's actually going to scale your brand, watch this video right here. This is exactly what you need to start building your Instagram and start scaling your brand. You don't need to be a content creator. You don't need to be some expert. You just need to understand what I say in this video. So go watch that video. Hope you enjoyed this video.